My name is Christy,
And I'm Greg.
also known as Charlie Brown, and we're with Positive Creation Race and more because we do more than race, and today's one of them days. We're going to take this Easter egg that I picked up from the Dollar Tree, and we're going to turn this into a beehive. Some of you have asked, or I asked you if you've seen this, and some of you haven't. So I'm going to show you how to do that today. So you just need a Dollar Tree egg. You need some twine or that rope that the Dollar Tree sells. A small piece of black felt, and of course your glue gun and finger protector so you don't get hot glue on your fingers and get burnt. Alrighty. And I'm going to show you how to put we're going to add these two chenelles when we get halfway up. I may go ahead and put two of them on since this is the bigger egg. I usually do the smaller ones, but this is the bigger one. So I am going to go ahead and probably go ahead and put two of them on there. You can attach this to a wreath or swag, garland, anything you want. All right. Yeah, I think we're going to do two since this is bigger. Let me grab a couple more chenelles. I hope everyone's having a fabulous day. I've had a busy day, but it's been a great day. It's not been a bad day. Thank you, Lord Jesus. I'm tired of bad days. Yeah, anytime if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. That's how you learn. No question is off limits. Ask. As well, if y'all don't mind hitting that share button, we greatly appreciate it. That helps us to grow, and that's what we want to do is grow. As well, you will see a star button down at the bottom if you're on our Facebook. For every 1 star, that is 1 penny. And that would go to help buy the offset cost of supplies that we use. Now, I found this big rope. I went to, I don't know. It was like an expo, and they had a bunch of different booths there, and I went with a friend, and actually I went with my daughter. And then we went shopping, and they had this in the Amazon returns. And I started digging through all these bins, and I found this for $1. So that's where that came from. But Dollar Tree has that. So obviously you can get this on Amazon. Alrighty, to start off with, when you look at this egg, you see how it's rounded on this side and clear. And then on the back side, it's got this flat spot. We're going to start with that flat spot. In that flat spot, hi, Joan, how are you?
Hi, Joan. Hi, Laura.
Hi, Laura.
Laura said, hi, you two. How are you doing?
Doing great. Been busy today, but great. So where this flat spot is on the back side, not the front side, I'm just going to put some glue around the edge. And then I'm going to take my black felt and lay it on there. Now you can trim that down if you want to. You don't necessarily have to. It's going to be fine. It's going to be covered up with the twine. But if you want to, you can just kind of trim it down if you need to. My trash can's sitting right here. There we go. And like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. This is going to be covered up with twine. Nobody's going to see how imperfect that black piece is. All right. So, and I did put a little bit of glue. I opened this up and I put a little bit of glue on each side, just on the edges. You don't necessarily have to do that. I just did it just because sometimes I push so hard that it pops open. So I just did that to help keep it closed. So you just pick an end. And since this is the narrowing part and this is the rounder part, I'm going to start at the top and work my way down. Now, if you want to do it the other way, that's fine too. I'm just going to start up here at the top. I just put some glue on there. And we're going to take our rope. We're going to stick it on there. Now I'm going to hold it for a minute to make sure it stays, because we are going to be moving this rope around and kind of pulling it tight so there's no gaps in between the rope. So I want to make sure it's very adhered to there. All righty. Now I'm just going to go on the outside like so. And of course, I got too much glue. That's all right. That's what fingertips are for. And you won't burn your fingers doing it. And I'm just going to keep wrapping glue around this. And it's just going to be basically in a swirled part, circle part. Hopefully y'all can see what I'm doing. If not, I can move the camera closer.
Or I can.
Or Charlie Brown can. Yeah. Since he's sitting over there doing nothing.
What do you mean I'm not doing nothing?
Now, I did mention Monday. Yeah, Monday when we was live. Joann's, Hobby Lobby, even Walmart will have buttons of like little bees. And you can buy those buttons if you want, and you can add them onto here. I was going to swing by Walmart today while we were out and about and grab some buttons. However, time got away from me. Nothing unusual about that.
She tried to blame it on my slow driving, but...
It is your slow driving. It's all your fault.
It is not.
So how is everybody doing today? I'm doing well. So can y'all see that? See how I just put it in there and then just started forming the circle? And we're going to do that all the way down until we get to our black felt here. Would you like to show them some of those buttons? They're not the...
Those buttons over there?
Mm-hmm. Show them what I'm talking about. Now, these aren't the bees that I was wanting, but I did have some of these butterfly ones left over. But they come in a big package. Well, not a big package, but a little package. But there's quite a few of them in there usually.
Laura said, we're doing good.
Good. Glad to hear that. There was a lady in our area that started a new Facebook page. And she's been going around to like these mom and pop shops, restaurants, I should say. And she's, you know, trying to give the mom and pop, not the big food chains that makes billions a day.
But
like,
the local owners.
Yeah, the local owners that are working their tails off to get their business up and going. And she basically has started a group and she blogs about restaurants and stuff and wants to know. And she gives praises and glory to these small restaurants that are locally owned. And I thought that was awesome that she did it. But anyhow, I started following her. And all you had to do was just comment and you could get a chance to win. And to win a gift card. And anyhow, I commented and she wanted to know if I had tried this one restaurant. And I said, yes, I did. And this restaurant is amazing. I said, we haven't been there for a while because, you know, when COVID hit and everything, we didn't go anywhere. So long story short, she did a drawing for that restaurant that we hadn't been to in a while. So if you're in the Southern Indiana area, you have to stop by, get it on a bun at Booty's. It's really good. Although I can't have the food now because of medical issues. Charlie Brown was able to eat it. And of course, we got something for our mailman because y'all know I feed him every day.
You said you was going to eat the pickles.
Oh, no. I licked that pickle and threw it in the trash. Ugh. I don't like pickles.
Except every time, and it's dill pickles.
Show them in the camera. Talk to the camera.
It's dill pickles, and every time she will grab one and still taste it. Nope, it hasn't changed, and she'll make an awful face.
Gross. I don't like pickles. I do like the bread and butter pickles. That's the only kind of pickles I'll eat. But I don't want them on my sandwiches or anything like that. But I'm not supposed to be eating pickles anyways because of the vinegar that's in them. What'd you do?
Scrape my finger today.
Boy. Don't be getting hurt at work. I need you at home to do work.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so do you guys like pickles? Anybody like pickles on here? I'm just not a pickle fan. Stick my finger right in that glue.
Yeah, every time Christy tries one, she always gives that sour face. And that's why our first granddaughter always did. She would always try it like 3 or 4 times.
But she
And
still
every
eats
time-
them.
Yeah. And she makes that sour face. Laura said, I love pickles.
Oh. I'll send you all that you want, girl. Ugh. I do like the bread and butter pickles.
Joan said she likes pickles.
Oh, you like pickles too? Oh, not me. I think they're just too sour. But I can't have them anymore, so.
So
But
don't,
go ahead.
don't try them anymore.
Do you remember that video that we were watching?
Yeah. It was a TikTok video, and this guy always ate ramen noodles. So he goes to like Family Dollar or Dollar Store,
One of the dollar stores. That's all we know.
and they have the generic ramen noodles. So he sat there and he warmed it up, fixed it in the microwave, whatever, and he's sitting there, stirring it.
And he was complaining the whole time, and he kept saying, these probably ain't going to taste no good, and these aren't going to, whatever. And he was basically putting them down. I'm giggling because I can't even. Anyhow, I thought, if there was a chance that you wasn't going to like it, then why did you waste your money and spend that just to make a TikTok video, just to be mean and cruel to put some other person down? There's no point in that. So, go ahead.
But he ends up trying it, and it was majorly hot. So he puts that first bite in his mouth, and it's just so hot, it's burning in his mouth. He jumps up and runs off camera, and you can hear him in the background just cussing.
He made a face. Show him the face,
I
Greg.
don't remember how he did the face.
He went to go take a bite of the noodles. And of course, he didn't cut the noodles, so it was still really, really long. And I'm not laughing at him. I just feel like sometimes God has a way of shutting your mouth. So he went to go take a bite, and that noodle was hanging down, and it hit his chin. And he goes, I said, well, I think God got him. Moving on.
Laura said she loves pickles and olives.
Ugh, I don't like either one.
I like olives, but I like green olives on pizza.
Yep. Tell him about that pizza I made yesterday.
She took a can of biscuits and covered the bottom of her 9-inch by 13-inch glass pan.
A can of biscuits now, mind you.
And then she put pizza sauce on there and toppings, which we had ham, sausage, pepperoni, and I had olives on mine.
And our mailman had
And the mailman had the same thing except no olives, but he had pineapples.
Because he loves pineapple on his pizza, like I
And
did.
then cheese.
Yep.
So then she
But-
separated.
The biscuits, you got to tell him about the biscuits, how I did the biscuits.
Well, she kind of baked the biscuits to where they
I
was
cut them
almost
into
done.
fourths. I opened up one can of biscuits and I cut them into fourths. And then after I cut them into fourths, if you get glue strings and you can't get them off there, just take a blow dryer on low. It'll shrivel those right up and they'll come right off. So don't sweat the glue strings. Anyhow, go ahead.
You was telling how you did the biscuits.
I just cut them into fourths and then I spread them out in the bottom of the pan, in the glass pan. But I did spray it with olive oil so they wouldn't burn or stick.
And it was pretty good.
I used a whole jar of pizza sauce because he loves pizza sauce on his pizza and he doesn't want to eat a dry pizza. And if it's dry, he'll tell you.
Yeah.
So, that being said, I opened up a whole jar of pizza sauce and I put it on there. But I did bake the biscuits first. And then after I got them baked, they weren't all the way done, but they were pretty much close to being done. Like maybe another minute or two. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take this one and go across the top of this because we're at the top of that black felt. So if you feel like here's the outline. So I'm going to go ahead and go one more line of the twine across there.
Hi, Virginia.
Hi, Virginia. How are you? So I baked the biscuits, like I said, until they were almost done. And then I turned around and took them out, and then I put the whole jar of pizza sauce on there. And he loves Jimmy Dean sausage. So, and they have it where it's already cooked, and it comes in a package. It's crumbled already. So I used that whole package. I took a whole package of pepperoni. I chopped that all up, spread that all the way across there. And what else? The ham. They had ham already chopped up and diced up. I used that whole package. And then they had a huge package at Walmart of real bacon bits. It's real. It's not the imitation stuff. So I got that huge package and I threw all that on there. I said, well, you should have plenty of meats now.
Laura said, love garlic and feta. Stuffed olives are my favorite, but love all olives.
Oh.
And then your sister Kim's on. She said,
Hi,
hello,
sis.
guys. How are you doing?
Love you, miss you. Stop taking the words out of my mouth, sis.
Laura said, love pizza too. Virginia said, hurt my knee Christmas Eve, not getting around to good. Oh, no.
Oh, Virginia, I'm so sorry.
Well, we'll definitely keep you in our prayers.
Yes, absolutely. All right, now that we're coming back, this is the top of that oval, the flat spot. So I'm just going to cut this rope to where it comes up here to the black and stops. And then I'll glue that down. Yeah, sending you prayers for a speedy recovery. We don't like to hear when people are hurt. Or sick. Either one.
Thank you, Laura. She said prayers, Virginia.
Thank you, Laura. So I just cut that off, as you can see right there. So we're just going to continue right where we cut it. And we're just going to take our end. And now we're just going to go back this way. It's not going to matter.
Virginia said thank you to Laura and us.
Absolutely.
Hi, Patricia. She says good evening.
Hi, Patricia. Good evening. How's them grandbabies? Oh, goodness. Do y'all want to see what I've been doing? What my new little on the side, back behind.
That's right. You aggravated me enough already.
I wasn't talking about that hobby. I was talking about the other hobby that's in the kitchen. Okay. So I've been playing around with some other stuff because I like to explore and do other things. Because I feel like you got to learn and keep growing and it keeps your mind going. So.
Patricia said they're doing better now.
Oh,
Their
good.
mommy has the flu.
No.
That is terrible.
That is so horrible. I am so sorry.
Well, we'll definitely be sending prayers out.
Absolutely. So I've been posting that 30-day challenge, y'all. And I've been making CB do it. And tonight it was supposed to be Dance Like No One's Watching. However,
I got out of it tonight.
he got out of it tonight because we had to go to town and I had to deliver some orders. But tomorrow is to treat yourself
To lunch.
To lunch. So we treated ourselves and we went out for lunch.
So now we got to
Today.
do the dance thing tomorrow.
That's what I started telling him, is that I won that gift card. And so we went there and ate.
Patricia said we definitely appreciate you all.
Absolutely.
What do you want?
We appreciate all of
Just
you.
your little ones or?
Both. The big one. Even though that's not the good one, they'll still get the idea. So last night, I've been waking up at 4:30 in the morning. Why? I don't know. My body is crazy. And it don't know how to behave. So I've been waking up at 4:30 in the morning. I think CB's got it like a voodoo doll and wakes me up and stuff. I'm pretty sure he does. So the last month and a half, I've been getting up at 4:30. But last night I didn't get to bed till 10:30. Still got up early this morning. I'm like, seriously? But I have been playing around with resin.
Yes, she has.
So, but CB came home today with some new molds for me because I think he started watching me make them same molds, but it's whatever. So I've been making little gems. Show them. There's pink ones in there too, somewhere. What?
Patricia said, Christy, check under his bed. He might have made one.
Oh, yes, I will. Oh, yeah. I was like, oh, yeah. I'm not going to say what it is because he's in here and he'd hide it somewhere else.
I didn't make a mess.
Every day.
You wish I did. Patricia said, that's pretty.
Thank you. I made a pink set too. Now, this one didn't turn out. This is the one that I made at 10 o'clock last night. And I got up early this morning and made another set and it turned out. But it turned out a whole lot better.
And then there's supposed to be writing on the back, but it's hard to read it.
Those are memorial hearts. Is that one Lewis's?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. My friend Lewis lost his dad, and he's been struggling with that. So I went ahead and I made those little hearts, and it has a little saying. And that's what I was delivering today. But I made several of them. And anyhow, I gave it to him, and I told him, anytime he starts missing his dad, hold that heart up into his hands and then lift it up to his heart, and he'll know that his dad is with him. So I was delivering that, and then I made several others, and I was delivering those. But anyhow, that's what I've been doing.
Patricia said, oh, that's cool.
It's a lot of fun. A lot of learning.
Yeah, we learned something very valuable about it, didn't we?
Ooh, yeah.
After you mix the resin together, it says let it set for 5 minutes. That way the bubbles will rise to the top and come out of the resin. So we got busy. Wasn't paying attention to time.
Yeah.
And it'd been, maybe 10, 15 minutes.
Something like that, yeah.
And I get up, walk in there, and I grab the cup. That cup that had the resin in it was burning hot to the touch.
We had to use our mitts to pick up the cup. And I was like, okay. So I went ahead and I added the collar to it. I didn't set the timer. I was just like, it's whatever. I'll get back in there. It's just resin.
It was a little clumpy to say.
Yeah, when I went to go add the color in there, it like started forming in clumps. I was like, what on earth is this crazy thing doing? Well, that's why you cannot leave it set. So we discovered that the hard way. So now that I'm here, I'm just going this side, then from here back. And don't worry about this part if it looks jagged. We're going to fix that at the end.
Yeah, we're gonna fix it at the end.
At the end. I gotta get another glue stick. Did you show him that little thing?
This one?
Yeah.
I didn't know if you wanted me to since it was.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Okay.
This is for me. These will not be sold.
Her favorite.
Anybody that knows me knows I love my Mickey and Minnie.
I think she was talking about putting these around the headboard of the bed. I don't know why.
Mickey everywhere. Our bedroom, even though I'm an adult, our bedroom and our bathroom is all Mickey.
Patricia said I think can make coasters to put cups on with resin as well.
Yes. I'm going to be doing a lot of things
And
with
then
resin.
she said pretty.
All right. Now that we're down a little bit from the top. Like I said, I'm going to put 2 of these holders on, or attachments. This is how you're going to attach it to your wreath. Excuse me. This is just 2 Chanel stems twisted together. We're going to bring it underneath of here, underneath of our rope. And we're just going to lay our rope down because there was still glue there. And then we're just going to go on. That easy. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. And I don't know why. I was telling Charlie Brown, I said, whenever I stay up at nighttime and I play with the resin and I make things, they never turn out. But I've been getting up at 4:30 in the morning. Well, I've been waking up at 4:30 in the morning. And I can go in there and make anything I want and it'll come out. I don't get it. I don't know. So I guess 4:30 a.m. it is. That was tough.
Did you sharpen those?
Mm-hmm. Yes, but my arm, remember? See, now we have our attachment on there. And I'm just going to twist this. Now we're just moving along. So yeah, the other ones that I made, they turned out really well. And they all have different sayings on them. And on the other ones, you can really see the pictures very clear. I don't know. It's just weird. I think it's because of what I said earlier when Charlie Brown went to the other room.
Sure.
This does take a lot of twine, but it'll be worth it in the end.
Hopefully you don't run out.
Well, I'll go as far as I can. I was going to swing by Walmart and see if they had any twine and get some bee buttons, but we never made it there. Sometimes I wish there was more hours in a day so I could get more stuff done, but yeah, this isn't hard to make. It's just time consuming. I gotta get a drink.
That's why I
Water.
say time consuming.
What, me?
Oh, that.
But it's worth it in the end. think we have to go to town tomorrow.
Even if we had to, I'm not going.
Well, so the so-called boss has spoken.
That's right.
We'll go if I need to go.
You need to go by yourself.
I can't reach the pedals in the truck. My car's so broken
Hit
down.
that little button and come right to you.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about that button. Damn. All this time.
And the seat goes way forward.
It needs to go way forward for me.
Patricia said, Christy, are you getting sick?
No. We were out and about. We are very, very, very close to the Ohio River. And it is so full of pollutants. And that's the area that we were in today delivering. And everybody's like, you need to move closer. I'm like, I'd be nonstop coughing.
And I can't sleep when that happens.
I know, because it even wakes you up at times. Just allergic to so much, and there's so many pollutants in the Ohio River. And then, of course, when it's windy out.
Everything gets blown around.
Yep.
Ooh.
When I went to New Jersey a few years ago, before COVID, did I cough one time? No, you weren't with me.
I wasn't with you.
No.
But you said you didn't.
I didn't cough one single time. As soon as we got away from the Ohio River, I was fine. When we was coming back, we did a girls' trip. That's what it was. And when we was coming back, we were within 20 miles of the Ohio River. My throat just started swelling. I was coughing. And the girls that I went with were like, are you okay? And I'm like, we're getting close to home, aren't we? And they were like, yeah. And I'm like, I don't need no Atlas. My throat's telling me.
Patricia said, drink a hot cup of peppermint tea. That will calm your cough and open your respiratory. Only one bad thing.
I can't have peppermint. Because my esophagus and my stomach has turned to rubber, so I can't have it. I can't have a lot of stuff. But I think maybe if I just drink one small cup, I'll be okay.
All you can do is try.
Yeah. Because I love spearmint leaves. And he's like, no spearmint, no peppermint, no mint at all. Anytime he takes all the fun out of life.
Surprised you didn't call him a fuddy duddy.
No. No, because I was too busy trying not to laugh. Because he goes, I don't want you eating like things like pizza, anything with tomatoey sauce on there.
Well, he said, do you like pizza? And he's like, no.
Yeah, he goes, do you like pizza? And I go, no.
But I spoke up, said, I do.
Show him in the camera how you did it, because you were so loud and proud up in there.
I don't remember for sure. She goes, I don't like pizza. And I looked at him, I said, I like pizza.
He goes, I do. I love pizza. I like it.
Peter said, oh, I'm sorry. Don't do it if you were told not to.
I think it'll be all right. Just a small cup. I'm getting hot.
There's a few things that she has tried a minimal amount.
Yeah, very little amount. And I've been okay.
Yeah, I had to stop and think, oh, he's not here to see me. He's here to see Christy, so I need to keep my mouth shut.
I thought, what are you going to do if your esophagus and your stomach turns to rubber and you can't? That's why I've been losing so much weight, is because I can't have anything really. A lot of grains.
And Patricia said, no, Christy.
She said no.
Not even minimal amounts.
Okay. I told CV that he needs to stop and think that one day his esophagus could be rubber.
Well, I'll just bounce it on down the street then.
I said, then what are you going to do when you can't have pizza, spaghetti?
Try and tell me I can't.
Can't have barbecue. Nothing spicy, no lemons, no citrus, nothing acidy, no mints. So I have butterscotch. Lots of grains. But I have lost a lot of weight so far, and I'm still going. Plus, I've been walking a lot more. Lots of water.
Trish, you Craig.
He's bad. But he told me if I start feeling better, that I could try it, just do minimals. I never did. I've stopped eating anything that's tomatoey based just because I noticed a long time ago that I just couldn't handle it anymore. So I just quit eating them.
Patricia asked, how does your esophagus and stomach turn to rubber?
The acid in your stomach. I was born without that little flapper, so it doesn't keep all the acids down. So like when he was working nights, when he was on the night shift, he would come home at 9, 10 o'clock at night. And then he would say, well, I don't want to eat by myself. And I'm like, I can't eat a heavy meal. You know, you can't bring home pizza and expect me to sit down at 9 or 10 o'clock at night because I'm up all night long with heartburn and I hurt really bad. And so trying to get him to understand that, but I understand he didn't want to eat alone. So I would just eat grapes and stuff. And even eating the grapes, the acid in my stomach would come back up. So all them acidy foods over the years. Can't have pre-processed foods. What else?
Can't have nothing.
Yeah, can't have anything really. But last night I made him a homemade pizza and I didn't eat it.
She asked, so are you Prilosec?
I don't know what it's not Prilosec. It's prescribed and it's 80 milligrams and I have to take one in the morning and one at night. No, I said that wrong. They're 40 milligrams. I take 80 milligrams a day. That's what it is. The other pill's 80. And I have to take it twice a day.
But the doctor did tell her because of so much acid coming up and in her stomach that it turned her esophagus and stomach into like rubber.
Yep.
And that.
Because I was choking on, even on water, I was starting to choke all the time. And the other GI doctor that I was going to, it didn't matter. Every time I tell him I was choking on food, he's like, just take smaller bites. Just take smaller bites. And I'm like, it doesn't matter what I'm eating. And he just kept saying, just take smaller bites. And then he got to the point where he would say, well, all of your issues are because of your hemorrhoid. And I finally had enough. And I finally let it all out and just told him how I felt. And I went back to my family doctor and I said, you better find me another GI doctor. And I said, don't you ever send another patient down there to him again. I said, he's too arrogant, too cocky, and too conceited. And the only thing he wants to say is, the reason why you can't swallow is because you have a hemorrhoid. And I asked him, is my hemorrhoid up here? And he's like, no. And I'm like, then it's not a dang blessed hemorrhoid, now is it? So I told him he was too arrogant to realize what really was going on with me. So after 6 long years of fighting this doctor, I finally put my foot down because my doctor kept saying, well, my old doctor kept saying, but he's a good doctor. He's a good doctor. He's a good doctor. Well, then our doctor left and we miss her terribly. But now we have a new doctor because our old doctor left. And then I finally went in there to our new doctor and I said, you got to find me somebody else. I'm done. So I told her, I said, he's not going to keep blaming the hemorrhoid because I can't swallow. So, yeah.
Patricia said, I feel for you and what a whack.
Yeah. When the last time the old doctor gave me a scoping, it was during COVID. So, of course, Greg couldn't come in there with me. He had to stay out in the car. And he come in there and he was so cocky and so arrogant. And I was at my limit. And I'd had enough. And when I get pushed too far, then I finally erupt. And he had pushed me too far. And when I was in the, I think I'll go down a little more. When I was in the recovery room waiting, he come in there and just the way he was standing, he was just so cocky and so arrogant. And of course, he wasn't a bad looking doctor. I'm not going to sit there and say that he was because he wasn't. He was a young doctor and he wasn't bad looking. But his attitude and his arrogance made him ugly. And he was just standing there all cocky and arrogant, and he kept saying things like, you need to start listening to me because I told you it's nothing more than your hemorrhoid. And I just looked at him. I go, you got to be the dumbest person I've ever met on the face of the earth. And the nurse came flying into the room and told me to shut my mouth. I go, you're not in this conversation. You wasn't invited. So put yourself back on out in the hallway. She said, I'm calling your husband. I said, I hope you do. I'm ready to go. So she took my bag of clothes and she threw them at me and hit me in the face with them. So, of course, I come up off the bed. I don't have to be treated like that. Well, then, come to find out, she never even called him. So I told the doctor that his arrogance is taking over his brain because he's obviously lacking intelligence, and that my hemorrhoid is not up in here, and that's not what's going to stop me from swallowing. And when I told him I was having severe heartburn all the time, and I can drink water and get heartburn, that's when he informed me that it was my hemorrhoid. Yeah.
Patricia said, oh my gosh, that's assault.
Yeah, it is. So when we left, when I finally got outside, I kept telling her I wanted my glasses, and she wouldn't give me my glasses. She kept telling me I didn't need my glasses. I'm like, they're my glasses. They're my prescription glasses. She wouldn't give them to me. So she had the little aide come in there and get me and take me outside. They were supposed to have called him. They didn't even call him. I sat out in the parking lot for like 15 minutes waiting in the heat for him. But, of course, all the nurses that was in there and the little aides was following this doctor around like, oh. I'm like, he's an idiot. So when we finally realized that he was in the back of the parking lot, I'm trying to stand up and I'm still a little groggy and weak and wobbly. And we finally got his attention, and I couldn't hardly holler. But he finally figured out that I was up there waving my arms around, and he come up there and got me. And I said, he's an idiot, a total idiot. Of course, that aide heard me telling him. He said, the reason why I can't swallow is because I have a hemorrhoid. What an idiot. And then I was telling him about the nurse. But of course, she wouldn't sign the discharge paper. She made somebody else sign off on my discharge paper, so I don't know what her name was. But they know how I feel about her. But then when I went to this new doctor, I told him what happened, and I told him I'm not going to deal with stuff like that. And he's been very nice ever since. And he's the one that discovered that. And I have to go see him every 3 months so they can keep an eye on the esophagus. Yeah, which could have been avoided a long time ago had the dumb doctor not did what he did.
Patricia said you should have filed assault on a nurse and submit a lawsuit.
I should have. I really should have. It was bad. Yeah. I told my new doctor, I said, don't you ever send anybody to them. Don't never, ever send anybody to them. They're too stupid to know what's. And the sad part about it is the first doctor, there was like 30 of them in that office, 30 different doctors. They're all the same. The GI doctors, they're all the same. They do the same thing. But not a single one of them could tell me why I couldn't swallow and why I was choking even on water. Not a single one of them. Because every last one of them, what they did was, and I told her this is what they did. They would grab my chart, open it up. You have a hemorrhoid, that's all. That's all that's wrong with you. Yep. Charge you a $40 copay for the office visit. I'm like, you think I'm going to pay you? It's not happening. I said, go ahead and take me to court. I have enough for a lawsuit. They have not bothered me. They have not turned me into collections. I think they know I'm serious. And they know that they messed up. Look at how this is looking. Yeah, I always get mine a little lopsided, but that's okay. It's okay, because not even a beehive is perfect. And they were still trying to say that people couldn't come in. You couldn't have anybody in there with you this time. And I said, that's not going to happen. He's coming in here with me after the last time. They let him come in. They didn't say anything. They knew I was done.
Patricia said, cute. Looks like a beehive.
Don't it? Like I said, this is the hardest part, is just wrapping the twine around it. And it's really not that hard. It just takes time to do it. And it's a Dollar Tree egg. And if you don't want your egg to be this big or your beehive to be this big, they have the smaller ones. I just grabbed these bigger ones because I was going to do something else with them. I never did.
But you do have one of the smaller ones hanging up out back.
Yeah, that's what I was going to tell them. Thank you for reminding me of that. Thank you. So, if you have a problem with hornets, bees, wasp, or any of those kind of critters, now I'm not saying kill them because, we need them to pollinate and all this and that, okay? So don't be hating on me now. You can make one of these. You don't have to put the black thing in here. Just take the twine and wrap it all the way around. Put you a little hook up here. Hang it up. We had an infestation of wasps. And of course, I'm allergic to every bee known to mankind. Bee, wasp, hornets, whatever. And anytime I'd open up the back patio, they would swarm into the house. They was always hanging out in the back, always making hives. We had shutters on the front of our house, and I told him, I said, get them shutters down because they keep making hives behind them. And then every time I'd walk out the front door to leave, they would swarm us. And I said, I'm not dealing with this. So we took down the shutters, and then they started congregating to the back. I'm like a prisoner in my own home. And so I got one of the eggs. And if you don't want to use an egg, Dollar Tree has those little footballs that has like that foam thing coming off the end. It's for Arrow, whatever, Dymex, whatever, to make it go further. I just took that long thing off, wrapped the twine around that football, put a hook on it, hung it up by the back door, and we've not seen one wasp or bee. So if you want to get rid of bees, you don't want them swarming you, you can do the same method, just don't put the black in there. Just take it all the way around with the twine. I don't believe I just done that. Oh well. Oh well, we'll just go ahead and finish it off like that. I was going to go all the way around. I got to talking. That's okay. It'll be fine. And you can hang it up, and then it makes the bees, because they are very territorial. And so when they see that hanging, it makes them think it's another hornet's nest, and they don't want no part of that, and they fly away. And then you don't have to worry about killing them. And they'll still be alive to go pollinate the neighbors' gardens. Then they can share their gardens with me. Oh yeah, we're not cutting it anymore.
Share their garden with you.
Yeah, because I didn't kill the bees. So that's a little tidbit for you guys. I'm glad you brought that up because I almost forgot.
I did say it on the description.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. That's probably why you remembered. I wasn't back here then. All right, now that we're close to the bottom, see we have one just a little bit from the top. We're going to put our other tie on here, and then we can use this on a wreath.
A wreath?
A wreath. We had a friend that would always ask me if I could make her a wreath. REEF. I said, I don't know if I can make you one of them, but I can definitely make you a wreath. WREATH.
She said, that's what I said.
She goes, that's what I'm asking for. And I said, no, you asked me for it. REEF.
But she's a good sport about it. She just laughed.
Yeah, she laughed. And we went to one of the stores around here, and they were selling those live wreaths. And we were standing in line, and the cashier was trying to ring it up. It was an evergreen wreath. And she goes, I can't find him. I keep typing it in. REEF, and it's not coming up. I go, try WREATH. She goes, well, I found him. I thought it was, and I was like, no. I think this was like the second or third year that's happened, wasn't it?
I think so.
Need a new glue stick. We're almost done with this, see? It really didn't take that long.
It's just forever.
That's nuts. We probably haven't even used a whole hour, have we?
651.
Ooh. Let me get going. Let me kick it in high gear.
All that talking.
I know, right? Yeah, we're almost done with it anyways. It didn't take that long.
Might have you make me one of those. I'll hang it from the mirror of the truck.
Oh, my word. I am going to go look, though, after this live, Patricia.
There's nothing under that bed.
Mm-hmm.
Except all them pictures you're keeping.
It's probably where you hid it, is in my tote of pictures.
Whatever. I didn't hide nothing.
We got out pictures the other day because we was going through them, because I did make CB one a little different than that, but anyhow. We was going through the pictures, and I pulled out my school pictures. I go, oh, look. I was the little ugly duckling. What'd you say?
I told her, I said, no, you was cute. I said, I would have dated you then. I said, but I'd carry a ball bat because she's crazy. You would have made me nervous.
Whatever. I just don't stand for stupidity. Ooh, see, I popped it open. And like I said, you can get the buttons from Walmart. They have ladybugs. Oh, ladybugs. Butterflies. Show them that ladybug. My big fingers are in the way.
I did.
Well, they may have come in late and didn't see them.
I guess they want to see it, don't they?
Yeah. See, you make fun of me.
Yours is on purpose, though. Mine was on accident.
No, mine is always on an accident. You know. You know how I am. But I was going to stop by Walmart and grab some butterfly buttons, but I just ran out of time. And I apologize. Time is not my friend.
No. You have no sense of time.
I don't. I don't.
It's like your appointment at the doctor one day was 1 o'clock. And I said, okay, you ready to go? And he's like, why are you wanting to leave so early?
It's only 12:30.
And I said, honey, it takes us about 25, 30 minutes to get there.
No, you drive like me.
That's why you don't drive.
That's why you won't let me drive. See, we're coming in on the end here. You just keep going until you get to the very end. And then you just cut it when you get to the end, which I'll show you. We may go over just a minute or two. Is that okay, Charlie Brown?
And go ahead and start snoring now. It don't matter to me.
Settle down over there. Settle down, Spanky. Let's go fill all this with glue. Because we're pretty much there to the end. Now, wait a minute here. Let me turn that again. Okay. We're going to cut this. And we'll put some more glue down in that little hole. And we're just going to take these ends so that way they don't come undone.
Patricia said, I love listening to you all and watching you craft.
Thank you. Life is hard. We got to have an outlet.
I got to tell this story.
Which one?
The driver that was just hired
Okay.
at my work.
See, it's all tucked in there. Go ahead. Now we're going to address this.
So I had to let him drive so I could see how he does. That way I can fill out a performance paper to turn in. And so we're going up to Indianapolis. We're just talking, riding down the road. And he ends up mentioning to me he's a minister.
And they put him with CB.
But I'm a good one. So we get up to Indianapolis, and there's two other drivers for the same company that I work for. One's out of Cincinnati, and the other's out of Evansville. So I told him, I said, yeah, there'll be two other drivers come up just, a little bit just before we leave and that. Well, when they come in, I didn't say nothing to them about this guy being a minister. So they're just sitting there being in normal selves.
Being bad. Like CB.
Wasn't that bad. So they just carry on. And that. Well, then the guy that I had with me had to do something. So he went on out toward the truck. And the Evansville driver went over that way with him. And the Cincinnati driver, I turned and looked at her and I said, I forgot to tell you guys, he's a minister. She goes, and you let us carry on like we did. I said, well. I thought, you got to be careful because you just don't know about somebody. You got to be careful how you act around people.
He let them say a lot of bad words. They flipped the minister off.
Not on purpose. That Evansville driver, that's just the way he is. He does stuff like that, just joking around. But I thought, only if he knew he was a minister.
But he still didn't say anything to get him to quit flipping the minister off. Told y'all he's bad.
Patricia said y'all was doing that truck driver talk. They was. I wasn't. I wasn't the one being bad.
Honey, your halo's a little tarnished. I'd just like to let you know.
Do you want me to record it so you can see how nice I am?
No.
I am nice.
I don't want to hear that filth.
There's no filth out of my mouth.
Okay, now we're going to cut this off. So, I don't know if y'all can tell. I went on the outside. You can see it's kind of where all those ends were. I just glued that and went all the way around it. And now I'm going to put one on the inside.
Hi, Shauna.
Hi, Shauna. That way you can see the inside or cover up that inside. Now, we're still alive. Settle down.
I just took my sweatshirt off. I got my other shirt on, see? My famous shirt. Mr. Griswold.
He wears that all summer long.
It don't bother me.
I'm gonna peel some of this glue off. That dripped.
Patricia said, that looks cool, so cool. Shauna said, I've been mixed up all day and just remembered it's Friday and you're live. Sorry about that.
That's okay. We're just glad that you're okay. Trust me, I get it. I forgot it was Friday until about 5:30, and I went, oh, yeah, we got to go live.
I said, right now.
Yeah, he knew I done forgot, but we had been in town all day, so. So now I'm just going on the inside. Can you tell?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
Shauna said, that's a cool shirt, CB. I like it.
That's his fave. As soon as I wash it, he wears it.
And?
I'm like, give it time to hang in your closet.
I do.
A day.
Whatever. I don't wear it every time you wash it.
Yes, you do.
I got other shirts I wear.
Yeah, when I don't know. I go on strike.
Your Mickey? Right there.
Mm-hmm. Keep it up.
Mm-hmm. You're so bad.
Yes, you are. Okay.
Why don't you put one of these on there? Put it right on top.
If it was yellow, I would. I didn't get any yellow ones made yet. I've been busy.
Yeah. Mine's always last.
You wish you was. Now see, now you can attach it. And there it is. And then, like I said, if I had those B buttons, we would have attached those on there. I'm just going to, let me take these off. Oh. Didn't burn my fingers, though. Quit laughing at me.
Shauna said, how neat.
See, that's a ladybug, but if I had those B buttons, we could have attached those.
How about a C button?
And like, there's a little butterfly. But that's how you do it. You just wrap that twine around there. And you just put your black felt right there.
Patricia asked, did you all see that news report that Disney is using anyone selling mouses that represents Mickey or Disney characters?
Mm-hmm. I've told everybody, and I've told everybody, and I've told everybody. You cannot make that stuff and sell it. It's trademarked. Anything that's trademarked. That's Disney. Everybody's going crazy over the Grinch and selling Grinch. That's Dr. Seuss. That's trademarked. They're going to get caught. I said, not me.
That's why she said all these she used in here at the house
Yeah.
for her own purpose.
My bedroom and my bathroom is all Mickey of things I bought. But since I've been doing resin, I need new curtain shower hooks. So I'm making my own. So these aren't for sale. Sorry. But I am. This is a bad one that I made at 10 o'clock at night. So it didn't turn out. But anyhow, these are memorial things. And I'm going to use this one as an example. But you can see the picture on the one side.
That probably happened because you drank too much Mountain Dew.
I didn't drink Mountain Dew. This is my friend, my best friend, and that's his dad. He's also the one that does my hair. And then on this side, it has a little saying, but it cracked. And I don't know why, but it cracked.
Shauna said, I have some little gnomes like dressed up as bees for Valentine's Day.
Oh.
I have absolutely no idea what to do with them, but I bought them at a Ben Franklin last year, tons for only $2. Would you want them, Christy?
Sure. They would go perfect with my little beehive. Yeah, these I'm going to use for shower hooks. These are not going to be sold. These are going to be used around my house. But I did make some little jimmies.
I just noticed that.
What?
That's his face on there.
Yeah.
I did not realize that.
Hold it up closer to the camera. It does have his face on there. And it also has Minnie's face because there's Mickey and Minnie.
Well, let's turn it.
There you go. Perfect right there. You can see his face. Did you grab Minnie?
No, I didn't know there was a mini. Hurry back! Hurry back!
I'm trying.
She did try in that, but I tried to trial and error with doing this resin stuff. So we just got to play around with it and keep trying to work at it. Shauna said, awesome. They're yours. I'll mail them.
Awesome. I'll pay you for them. Here's Minnie. She has a little bow on the head.
Oh, I guess it is different, isn't it?
Yeah.
There we go.
Here's another one because I have 3 different heart molds. And like I said, I made these last night and they did not turn out. I got up at 4:30 this morning, and after I got my shower and everything got ready, ate my grain. I went in there and made another batch, and they turned out great, and I've already delivered them. But here's another one, and the resin cracked so badly on this one, and I don't know why. And then the colors ran over the picture. And this one, you can't even see the poor girl's face. And this one's really cracked, and I don't know why. But I'm going to keep those as a reminder that not every day's perfect. Not every day is great. But to never give up, because I made a batch this morning at 4:30 and it worked.
Shauna said, no, it's all good. I have way too much stuff and just glad you all take them. Do I need to show yous around here?
I haven't been buying anything.
No, but you still got a lot of stuff.
I do. I'm trying to make a habit of using all my stuff.
Well, she thanks you, Shauna, very much.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart. See that? That's a heart. That's a blue heart. I have a blue and pink one.
That is a heart?
That is a heart. Do you need a heart?
No, because I got plenty of heart. Excuse you.
Just saying. We have a little square. Here's the whole plate. There. Oh. Trying.
Oh. Boop, boop, boop,
There you go.
boop, boop.
They're all different sizes, different ones.
Shauna said she is a live crafter, though. I'm not.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to make shower curtains out of these. Or shower curtain hooks for my bathroom. Yeah, I did those at 4 o'clock this morning, too. I had all the molds filled, put them on my heater, put the lid on it, went and took my shower and got ready. And when I got out, everything was done. I was like, yeehaw. And they turned out. But these are the bad ones that cracked. And I don't know why. If I make them at nighttime, nothing turns out. If I do them in the mornings at 4:30 in the morning when I wake up, that's probably why I'm waking up. God's saying, get up and make your resin.
No, your mind's just going nuts and you wake up, oh, I got to do this and do that.
Probably. Wake up and craft.
I quit.
Alrighty. So hopefully y'all will make one. You don't have to make one as big as me, but
I would just hard boil an egg. Make one out of that.
like I said, you can use the plastic egg, or you can use a football. A football will work too. What?
Nothing.
What are you laughing about?
I'm not laughing about nothing. Why do you cover your eyes and shake your head at me when I say something? Wow, roll them eyes again.
Anywho.
Okay.
Hey, you can actually see through that. Wondered if you could.
Shauna
Yes.
said LOL, and Patricia said, are you going to show us what you are going to do with it, I guess?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, as soon as I get them gnomes, them bee gnomes, we'll make a wreath out of it.
Shauna said, have a great weekend. Y'all are hilarious. Love it.
You too. We will be back Sunday at 7:30 p.m. I don't know
Don't
what we're
forget.
going to make. We'll make something. It'll probably be for Easter or spring. Yeah, I'm going to be an extra good girl this year, and I'm going to use all the supplies. Don't give me that look. Don't even look at me, CB. And I'm going to be using the supplies I have. Don't even look at me. But when CB's not around, I'll be buying more craft supplies.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Okay.
Everyone have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you
Yes.
Sunday.
God bless you all. Bye, everyone.
Bye.